and this is Ray Hanania with Arab News. It's Sunday, August 31st, and my guest is Yara Alul, co-founder and CEO of UrbanPal. Yara, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.
And first of all, what does UrbanPal do, and how do you do it? Tell us about that.
Sure. So Urban Pal aims to sustainably preserve and evolve with Palestinian heritage while offering a 2025 customer experience. So basically, we aim to sustainably source all of our items and focus on using vintage, organic, and recycled fabric where we can, while providing an amazing customer experience. So we try to bring Palestine where we can by hiring Palestinian, sourcing from Palestine, and adding cultural icons to all of our pieces.
And it sounds like the brochure explanation, but I mean, in essence, really, I mean, what does it do?
Yeah, so basically, we're focused on three main pillars. We focus on tufel. The first is focused on the Gazan child. So we work with children in Gaza to source artwork from them and place them onto our items. Right now, we only do t-shirts. And then we do hand stitched with love, which is focused on Palestinian tatriz or embroidery. So we work with refugee seamstresses all over to bring Palestinian embroidery onto modern wear, but also traditional wear. So the way that we stand out with Hand Stitched with Love is we actually enable customers to customize their own items by sending them to seamstresses in a very easy way. So within a couple days, your items are picked up, they're sent to the seamstress, customized in the way that you want, and then they're sent back to you. All of this with complete transparency as well. And then the final line is Nar, which is named after fire mountain, Jabal al-Nar, Nablus. And in that line, we're focused on Palestinian icons. So like the olive branch, the key, the watermelon, and those are added onto everyday wear. So sweaters, sweatpants, shorts, socks, etc. The idea behind all of our products is that they're customizable as well. So anything you like on our website, you can essentially customize and you can add on to other items. Shipping and returns are always free as well. So we've really tried to bring together this Palestinian culture, the authenticity of it, bringing our community closer to the world, while also offering that really seamless and comfortable customer experience.
So you basically want people to see Palestine. That's basically what
Exactly.
you're doing, right? And through clothing and products that you're putting together using Palestinians who have talents for this that you bring in to work with you.
Exactly. So, like I said, so we try to bring Palestine everywhere. We try to source from Palestine, work with Palestinians, and to add cultural icons everywhere when we can't directly source from Palestine. The idea is to make it very, to integrate it into everyone's everyday life, right? So, into their everyday wear, to start these conversations about the Palestinian culture and heritage, because it's so beautiful and it needs to be preserved and evolved as well. So, this is where we come in.
And what did you do before this? I mean, I think it's a great idea to do this, and but a lot of people they don't know what to do. What did you do before, and why did you leave and decide to do this?
Sure. So, like I said, I'm Palestinian American, born and raised in the UAE. I went to school in Penn State. I actually graduated from high school at 16, graduated from college, Penn State at 20. I became a stock trader and a portfolio manager at 21, became a program manager at Amazon at 22.
Wow.
And all my life, I kind of aimed to, be the youngest, the best, the fastest, and to do things the most efficient in the most efficient way possible. But a year and a half ago, life hit. I got married and I had to spend more time in Saudi, but I was based in the UAE. So my job couldn't move with me. And it kind of, I think it was kind of like divine intervention where I had to cut the cord with Amazon and focus on this passion project. Now, the specific project we had been talking about really our whole lives, me and my sisters. We'd always been talking about how we could give back to the Palestinian community, how we can preserve our heritage. We were always raised to aim to succeed in order to give back to our community. But I think we just couldn't wait. We wanted to integrate the Palestinian community and to bring our heritage to the world in our way together.
Yeah,
So
I think that's. I'm sorry.
yeah. Yeah,
I
so then
think that,
after I left Amazon, I just, spent some time getting over burnout, putting together our ideas as well. Me and my sisters trying to essentially align our timings, right? In order to launch this in the best way possible. And we finally launched in July of this year.
and what, tell us, has it been challenging? I mean, I, I'm Palestinian. It's not easy being Palestinian in today's world. A lot of people understand us, but then there's so many people that don't, and so many people that confront us. Tell us about some of the challenges that you face, have to overcome, and some of the successes that you've been able to achieve so far. And by the way, when you started it, when did you launch this?
So we launched in July of this year, but
Wow,
we actually got our business license almost 4 years ago. So we've been working on, my co-founders are my sisters, right? So we've been working on bringing our designs together, our strategies together, and aligning everything. So I'll tell you a little more about my partners in a bit, but we kind of made sure, everything lined up. Now, the challenge itself was really focusing on our culture and heritage, because that's what we're trying to bring to the table. We really try to stress on the beauty of our culture and our heritage, and the stories behind the things that we're bringing to our customers. So that has been a really beautiful and a really fulfilling journey, to share the children's stories with the world and to speak with the refugee seamstresses and whatnot. But we're still in the very beginning, so I'm sure there's more challenges to come.
have there been any political challenges, any resistance? I mean, you just started, and you're
Exactly.
producing, and is it getting out, or are you finding that are people embracing the products and helping you distribute them, in other words, or is that still your next step?
So people are embracing the products. People are loving, especially the children's lines. You'll find there's actually a lot of interest in Chile for some reason.
A lot of
So it's
Palestinians live in Chile.
that, but
Yep,
so it's
huge.
interesting kind of finding our community everywhere, right? So that's been a
Right.
very fun kind of outcome of this. But we only got one hate comment on Facebook, like take the trash out or something. But other than that, thankfully, it's been good. People really appreciate the culture. And what I'm noticing is a lot of people are trying to bring the touches to themselves. Once they kind of understand the ease of it, they love to incorporate it and make their own stuff.
And tell us about the people you're working with. Your two sisters are helping you in this. What moved them? Obviously, I think I know why they would join you, but what moved them to kind of leave whatever they were doing to join this?
So, so my
And
sisters and mm,
their
so I
names
am
too,
this
if you tell us.
Sure. So I am a middle child. I am the co-founder and CEO and the strategic mind behind UrbanPal. Mira is my older sister, and she's based in Denver. And she is our creative director. So she's focused on all things creative. She's focused on our brand tone, our brand vision, and everything. And Tala is our youngest sister, who's actually a medical student in RCSI in Bahrain. And she's our designer. So she does all of our icons and labels, like all of the artwork that isn't sourced from children, she makes. So together we kind of brought all our talents. I'm definitely not artistic, and they're both unbelievably creative and artistic and talented with that. Mira also has a master's degree in art history. So she has her own lens when it comes to that. And so we all complement each other when it comes to it. Me and Mira focus on this full time while Tala does this with her school. And then we also work with an administrator in Gaza who manages really everything that she can manage for us on the day to day. And we work with multiple children in Gaza right now to buy artwork from them. So sometimes we request specific themes, other times they just share their drawings with us and we buy them from them. And then they'll send us videos thanking us and writing us notes and stuff. I can also send you a letter that they had sent. And then the refugee seamstresses that we work with, it's actually a largely growing collective. It's booming. We currently work with a dozen seamstresses in Jordan, but we're looking to expand elsewhere. So we're working with like we're in discussions with like a widow in Palestine, looking to support her family. So we're always looking for ways to grow that community, whether it's the children or the refugee seamstresses. But all of them use the funds to support their families, and have expressed, the mental and emotional impact it's had on them.
It sounds like you also, in addition to creating these beautiful products and conveying Palestinian culture to the world, you're helping people that need help. You're creating an industry almost in a community that is being, obviously assaulted and devastated in a lot of different ways. So, how's the response been? And how does somebody who's a seamstress or somebody who produces or can create a product, how do they reach you and help and become part of this?
So now it's very easy. They can write us an email. They can go on our website. We have a section called How We Give Back and Get Involved. So initially it was through word of mouth, though. We have family in Gaza, so we got some artwork from the children over there, our relatives. And yeah, so now it's very easy. It's an open process. Before it was word of mouth. And then also, part of giving back, we do donate part of our proceeds to the Welfare Association always.
Yeah, that seems pretty tough to actually have family in Gaza. My relatives live in the West Bank and it's tough there, but obviously nothing like what's happening in Gaza. Was this whole Gaza conflict that's taking place, did that kind of push you and say, I need to do something? Or was this something you've always been thinking about wanting to do?
Well, frankly, I had resigned before. So I had resigned a few months before that, and I was still on board with with Amazon.
Got
So
it.
I think, you know, what happened definitely helped push, but it was always the plan. It was always the plan to give back to our community in the ways that we could.
That sounds phenomenal. Anything else that I haven't asked that your website where people can go, are products available now if I wanted to purchase something,
Yes, they
or if
are.
people wanted to do that?
Yes, so you can go on our website and access all of our products. We launch products regularly as well, so we constantly launch new collections and products. You can customize everything, and everything, that you do with us ends up affecting and giving back to our community, whether it's through the Welfare Association or by directly working with the seamstresses and children. So thank you
And
so
what
much for this opportunity,
and,
Ray.
and what's your website? Just let's put it on the record so that they know where to go.
UrbanPal.co.
urbanpal.co.co.
Yes,
Got it. I'm going to
exactly.
be one of my first places I'm going to go when we're done with this interview. My guest, I really want to thank her, Yara Alul, and her two sisters, who are doing a great thing, creating and distributing Palestinian culture in a very humanitarian way. And we wish you the best. Thanks, Yara.
Thank you so much, Ray.